Hi, this is Coach World TV. I'm Laurie Lawson, and tonight my guest is Lisa Michelle Kuchars. Hey.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you. This is Lisa is an old, not old chronologically, but an old friend of ICF NYC, and this is your second appearance. And we're just going to catch up because she is a busy lady. So welcome. Thank you for coming in all the way from Long Island to be on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's exciting to be here. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you. Tell us, for those people who didn't catch your first show, tell us a little bit about how you got into this whole coaching stuff, because I know you've been a coach since, what, 2007?
Certified coach since 2007,
yeah.
yeah.
So how did that
Sure.
happen? My theory is that coaching calls the people they want. So
that's a great theory, and that's absolutely what
is
applied
that
to me.
good?
I had worked in a variety of fields throughout my life. I had always wanted to own a business, so I made sure to work in different areas so that when I'd get to that point, I'd have a well-rounded background. And along the way, working in HR and being a manager and mentor to people, many people recommended to me to become a coach. And this happened very early on in my career, and at first I didn't know what coaching was, and then I thought people were a little
None
off.
of us did. We all just said, well, that sounds like what I want to do, yeah.
Right. And then I thought people were a little off because I thought, you know what, you have to have 20, 30 years, professional experience before you can coach someone else. That's because I didn't understand fully yet what it was. And the more I worked with people in that capacity as a mentor, as a coach, I found that it really was my passion. I love helping people. It started out mostly with career coaching, and now I'm also involved in coaching in other areas. But it came to me, and then I realized, if you can take what you're good at and love it, then it's win-win, and you should run with it.
Definitely. So now she has come full circle, because last time when we were talking, she was doing a little coaching on the side and doing, little training here, a little training there. But Lisa Michelle has an exciting announcement that I guess we can make public now, right?
We can, absolutely.
Good. Okay.
So
Tell us what's new.
What's really new and exciting for me, and I absolutely appreciate your encouragement and support, is that I will very shortly be coaching and training full-time. And I will be leaving my position at UJA Federation for 10 years. I've been there at the end of the month, and focusing on my coaching and training practice. So while I was at UJA, I was able to do some coaching and training and mentoring with a fabulous group of people, and now I'm really excited for the next chapter in my life to work with others and help as many people as I can.
It's an amazing leap
It is.
that I just recently made. I made it like maybe 2.5 years ago, because I had a geriatric care business. And it was suddenly, it's like, okay, I think I really want to do coaching all the time now. I'm really having a good time, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make the money, and what about the business? And when I finally just said, just do it. Just take that leap and do it. Then suddenly, all these opportunities opened up, and I think you're finding this, and you haven't even quit your real job yet.
Right, yep, I'll be there till the end of the month.
Right.
And I am finding the same thing. I was absolutely scared. I still am somewhat scared.
Me too.
It's a big step.
I've been doing this for 2.5 years. Me too, I'm scared.
As I share with people, I'm not a risk taker with my own income. That's how I articulate it.
Right.
But I love coaching and training and helping people move forward in their careers, find areas of success, become happier. And I know that this is what I want to do, and I'm going to make it happen.
Wow, that's so exciting.
It
So
is.
tell us, I think you're going to carry on with Ace the Race,
I
right?
am,
All right.
absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about what is Ace the Race. Where did that name come from? I love that name, and I wish
Thank
I had
you.
thought of it.
Thank you.
I think she has all the rights to it now, yes.
Yes. So Ace the Race is my company. I founded it when I was in my coach training class. And, very simply, during our module on business, think of a name, check it out. And I really wanted to capture the essence of helping individuals ace their own race, whatever their race would be. And when I thought of the name, I right away checked to see, are there any other companies out there with it? What about the domain? And I founded my corporation. Mostly did nonprofit work with it, or pro bono work with it, I should say, and volunteer
It was
work.
definitely nonprofit.
Right,
yeah.
it was nonprofit for me, but it was not an official
no profits
nonprofit.
to be found, yes.
Which I love doing, as
Yes.
you know. We both were volunteers together, and that's how we met
That
years
is how
ago.
we met. We went
Yeah.
on a jaunt.
And, I am committed to helping people ace their own race, whatever that may be. That could be success in business, promotions, careers, effectiveness, leadership. Many people today are seeking advancement at work, and places are expecting leadership qualities, not just managerial skills, but they may have the desire, but they don't know how to put that into action. And I just love helping people with it.
I love that you say ace their own race, because I think almost everybody out there realizes we're not talking New York City Marathon here.
No.
But it doesn't mean that just because you work in a corporation you have to be the president, or
Absolutely.
just because you work in nonprofit you have to rise to the top and be on the board of directors.
Right.
It just means, what is your, I assume you help people find their own
Right,
race, so to
right.
speak, and then where do they want to go along
Right.
the line. So
Absolutely.
it's so flexible. I love that.
It is flexible, and it gives us the opportunity to think about what's best for us. What's our optimal life that we want to achieve? Today, that may look different in 5 years. Maybe we could plan the path for the next 5 to 20 years. Maybe it's going to change along the way, but it is unique. And as our needs as people change, that will change as well. So I think flexibility is key.
Definitely. What I thought I wanted to do when I was 30 is so different from what I want to do now. It's like, really? You want to do that? It's like, I'm
Absolutely.
glad I dropped that foolishness. Well, who comes to you? Do people come to you when it's like, okay, I have a goal, but I can't seem to get there? Or do they come to you, it's like, I need a goal?
Right, so both.
Okay.
And a lot of people come to me because I'm known for my goal setting.
Yeah.
But also people come to me when they're realizing that they need to make a change in their life or in their career, and they're not sure what that change will be. And many people come to me because they are unhappy with their work. And I work with them in different ways depending on their situation on how to be happier with work, because we can be happy at work. So for some people, it's figuring out how to be happy at the jobs that they're at.
Don't you have a crazy program called I Love Mondays?
I have a wonderful program, but I love that you call it crazy, called I Love Mondays, Figuring Out Your Ideal Career. I love this program. One of the things that I am most passionate about and love working with people on is I Love Mondays, because you don't have to dread Mondays.
Okay.
I love helping people fall in love with Mondays, or as I say, maybe not, hate it so much. That's a first step.
Somewhere in between, right?
Absolutely.
Love and
But
hate, yeah.
in the last couple years, I've helped several people find happiness at work. And again, that could be different things for different people. And it's something that I'm very passionate about, and makes me feel really good to help
To
people,
help people
not
change
hate
their
Mondays,
perspective.
love Mondays.
I'm so excited. It's a Monday.
Yeah.
So now, is Ace the Race just about work?
It is not. No,
Oh,
it's not. That's a
okay.
great question. So when I first started, I really thought that I was going to mostly focus on work and career in different aspects. But now I've branched out also with effectiveness training, and that could be at work or outside of work.
Okay.
People realize that they could benefit from time management in their personal lives, not just in their professional lives. That's very helpful. And also work-life balance. I don't consider that just a work issue. Stress management and trying to live a happier life and find the optimal life.
Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of races going on
Yeah,
there.
they're all intertwined.
Yeah, definitely.
And they can also be broken down into manageable parts and addressed separately and together.
Now, this is what she did while she was working full time. So, how, I don't know.
hard.
And I would think so. What plans for expansion or whatever you got? What do you have planned now that
Right.
you're going to devote it full time? How exciting!
It is
yeah.
really exciting. Thank you. I'm going to be focusing on coaching and training, training for the public on effectiveness, time management and effectiveness training for individuals and teams. I Love Mondays, programs specifically for soon-to-be college graduates or recent college graduates. I find that this group of people are in desperate need of help. So all the coaches out there think very hard to possibly find ways to help this group.
Seriously, I've always said I wish there was such a thing as a coach.
Absolutely.
Because I wouldn't have ended up in sociology, which
Right.
I do nothing with.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was interesting, but it wasn't. Was it a career? No.
Right.
But yeah, so needed. So that's going to be, now will you focus on the parents or will you focus on the actual students?
So for most of the programs, I'll be focusing on the students. As I approach them to market to them, I'll be approaching their parents as well as them.
Because it will be a wise investment.
It will be a very wise investment, yeah, and I think that I would have greatly benefited from a program, right before graduation or shortly after graduation to help in a lot of areas.
I really thought at one point, I said, this probably should be mandatory. It's like, there should be just something. I know there are guidance counselors, but they're all tied into grades and things that you have to complete before you get your degree. This is more like your passion. What is your passion and how are you going to do it?
Yeah. It's fascinating. So the coaching and the training, some group coaching on helping people find their passion and purpose, as well as career transition, work-life balance, stress management. I'm very passionate on my crusade to help people rest, relax, refresh, recharge. There's not enough of that out there in the world.
There's a program called that.
I do.
She's got all kinds of really great named programs.
Thank you.
With great concepts.
Thank you. Not only programs and workshops and training on those specific issues, but I also almost weekly dedicate a full day on Twitter to rest, relax, refresh, recharge.
Really?
Yep.
Now,
Using
what
the
does that mean?
hashtag.
I'm not a Twitter person, so
That's okay.
start at the beginning. What does that mean?
Okay, so
dedicate a full day to Twitter. You just hang there and
I don't
tweet?
actually.
What?
Also, for all the coaches out there who are on Twitter or want to get on Twitter, it doesn't have to be taxing with your time. You can use one of the programs to schedule your tweets in advance and then be responsive to people throughout the day or after. I do that. It's very helpful. As you know, I manage not only my two Twitter accounts, but ICF New York City's Twitter.
Let me tell you what she's done. We started out with this little tiny group on Facebook, and I think we were so excited when we hit 30. It was like, wow, we're at 30. And how many members? And then we said, you know what, we need to get someone who really knows what they're doing. And I'm noticing that suddenly every day there's requests. I want to join ICF NYC on Facebook. And I'm like, where are these people coming from? Here.
Well, thank you. I'm not sure that I can take any of the credit
Oh,
for
I think
Facebook.
you can.
Okay, well, thank you.
We're up to what did we just check?
I don't
it?
know. So
266 members
With
now.
Twitter, we started with 60 followers when I came on, and now we're at 266.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a short
Twitter.
period of time.
Okay,
Yeah, that's okay.
And I think Facebook is hitting close to 200
Facebook
now.
is great.
Yeah.
We're getting there. It's
Tell us
great
about
for 'em.
LinkedIn, because she's also working on LinkedIn, and
Right.
that's the next concentration area, right?
So I would love for all of the ICF New York City coaches out there to join our LinkedIn group, because I think that's our next area of growth. We share information there, not only about Coach World TV and Coach Chat Radio, but we can have great conversations there. Those online discussions can go a long way. One thought that we had recently was to share what our focuses are with one another, so that when someone approaches me looking for a coach, whether for themselves or for someone else, and it's not one of my areas of expertise, I can recommend the person out because I will remember that, oh yeah, in our LinkedIn group we had a conversation about what's your specialty. Okay, great, Lori is, you know, the expert in life coaching, retirement coaching, and now I can recommend the person to Lori.
That's a great idea. Has that started yet? Or
It hasn't, but maybe we could start that very soon.
Maybe it's happening now
It
as
could,
we speak.
it
Yeah.
could. Yeah.
So the first step would be then to go to LinkedIn and find, it's ICF NYC, right?
Yep.
And join that group. And do they have to be an ICF member?
I'm not sure if our group is closed or open. I thought it was open, but anybody who is an ICF
Yeah.
NYC member certainly could join.
Definitely. Yeah, I've try it.
Yeah.
The only thing they can do is say, no, sorry.
Yeah, no, I
But
doubt
you should be
it.
a member anyway. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, so-
Exactly.
and then maybe that would be the first start if we can get people to join. And then I love the idea of a directory, so to speak, of, you know,
Absolutely.
who's who and you know, who does what. And
Right, and we
that's
can
if
engage in conversation on topics that are relevant to us.
Mhm,
And
yeah.
we can do it on Twitter as well. Similar to what I do with Rest, Relax, Refresh, Recharge. We could have topics with a hashtag that people then could contribute to the topic by posting with our hashtag or by just looking up information with the hashtag.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so when you say you're doing a rest, relax, refresh day, I don't know if I
Yeah.
got that right.
Yeah, that's okay.
Entire Twitter day. What does that mean? You send out periodic, and then people can respond, and
Yeah.
you respond to them, and
Yeah.
it's just devoted to
Right.
chilling, I
Yeah,
guess.
I usually do it on Fridays, right before the weekend.
Ah, what a
I
good
try
idea.
to encourage people to get more moments to rest, relax, refresh, recharge on the weekend. It's the time where most people have some additional time than during the week. I think it's important also to work it in throughout your day, every day, whether it's a 15-minute mini break, walk around the
Right.
block, Tai Chi, a mini yoga session, but definitely on the weekend. And there are lots of ways to rest, relax, refresh, recharge. I do share a lot of information on it on my website, and you
okay.
can easily find it with that hashtag, all one word, #, rest, relax, refresh, recharge. And
Or you can do the website, which is a lot easier, which is acetherace.com.
Absolutely, and
and
then-
that's right at the bottom of the screen. So
Good point, good point,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
Okay.
easier, and then you can do that. But no,
Right.
if you can remember all 4 R's, that's cool
Right.
too.
Yeah.
And so, what else will they find on your website? Because I know you've got lots of interesting things
Thank
going
you.
on there. Yeah.
I share articles that I've written on work-life balance, stress management, different areas that focus on career
okay.
or effectiveness, and stuff about what's been in the news, testimonials.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on. What do you have any other future plans? I know you've got some training things that you're going to be thinking about doing, some workshops that are going to be available once you are untethered by 9 to 5. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what else do you have going on?
I will be sticking with Twitter for a moment. I will be offering some Twitter chats to the Twitterverse.
Tell me what that is. It sounds good, whatever it is.
So like how I said before, like I devote a day to rest, relax, refresh, recharge. You can dedicate 30 minutes or an hour to a topic. And you would, once again, use the Twitter hashtag, because that's how it works on Twitter.
Okay.
And for example, for me, I would do something on effectiveness or positive psychology or happiness at work. And you put out, you promote your Twitter chat, you share with people who would be interested in participating or just listening in. You don't have to participate. That's one of the beauties in Twitter. You could just watch what's happening around you and
So
soak
you
in
schedule
information.
the time for
You
this.
schedule the time for this, absolutely. And you can moderate it. You can have set questions in advance. You can ask other experts in the field to join in and answer.
Wow. Okay.
And I find that a lot of people who are interested in the same topics that you are or the actual Twitter chat topic join in. And I've met a lot of people that way.
Have you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And when
I've
you
made
say met,
connection.
not face-to-face, but on...
Most often not face-to-face, but some I have actually continued the connection. It's grown from Twitter to email to phone and actually meeting face-to-face.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
But I've also met people, not face-to-face, from around the world.
Yeah,
and-
that's the
and it's
beauty of that.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I do a lot of Skype things, and it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my gosh, it's like I'm talking to Ireland. This is fun.
Right.
So, what else you got going on, or what else is percolating in your head to be going on soon?
So I will also be offering retreats.
Oh,
For
that's
either
nice.
personal growth or work-life balance, usually around a topic where everyone who joins the retreat will focus on that same topic. Through my studies in positive psychology, I'm trying to bring together not only the theories but the tools and really focus on whole person well-being.
No, okay. We're going to talk a little bit about your positive psychology.
Absolutely.
It's another great thing she's doing. Yeah.
And the coaching and the training, doing some events which combine coaching and interesting experiences as well. So I would say stay tuned for that. That's really exciting.
It's
I'm really
all
looking
percolating
forward
right
to
now,
that
but she's got
very
a million
much.
plans. Yeah, we'll just
Yeah.
have to see which ones happen first. And I have no
Absolutely.
doubt they're all going to happen, but I think we'll just see what's coming first. And
Absolutely.
so you mentioned a couple times positive psychology. Tell us a little bit about how you got there and what you're doing in that.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I enrolled in a certificate course in positive psychology.
And tell us, what is positive psychology? I mean, we can put the two words
no,
together.
Absolutely. Positive psychology is the science of optimal human functioning. I mean, it's that basic, or some people call it the science of happiness for the areas that focus on, being happier. You can be happy or happier, and it's helping people get to that point. I'm enrolled in this course that's through the Kripalu Center and the Whole Being Institute, which is fabulous. It started in April. It's a year-long course. We actually go to the Kripalu Center twice for an immersion program.
Where's Kripalu?
It's in the Berkshires
Sounds like it's
in
in the
Massachusetts.
mountains.
It is. It's in the mountains with a lake and hiking trails. It actually is
exactly what it
exactly
sounds
what
like,
it
yes.
sounds like. It's a fabulous place with remarkable people. There are, I think, about 180 students in the course from around the
Wow.
world. It's really exciting. Faculty is amazing. We have Dr. Tal Ben-Shahar, the author and former Harvard professor, and Megan McDonough, who's the CEO of Whole Being Institute, and Maria Sirois, who's amazing. And
These
also
sound like very smart people to me.
they are. I'm learning
have very
so
smart
much
names,
from them.
yes.
It's an intense program, and I love it.
Give us
I
an
learned
idea
so
of
much.
some of the things that we could all be happy, but it's
Right.
not, it's
So
a little bit
it's
more
not-
intense than that, right?
It's much different than that.
Yeah.
Because it's finding ways to be genuinely happy and happier. And positive psychology is about looking in the world for what works and how to learn from that, and how to adopt some of that into our lives, into our work, into our businesses.
Now, is it what works for you, or is it what works for the world?
It could be both.
Okay, or
So
a
when-
nice combination.
when-
Yeah.
Exactly. When I first developed I Love Mondays, my main focus was about what worked for you. What worked for you at your previous places of employment? What didn't work for you at your previous places of employment? And now some of the great tools that I'm being able to adopt through my studies is, okay, what works for you is great, but now let's also learn from what has worked and will work for others. Because maybe some of that
pass it
will work
on.
for you as
Okay,
well.
Share.
Yeah, I mean, one of the great aspects of it is giving yourself permission to be human. Why
Wow.
did I need someone to tell me that? Right? But I guess I did. And not only giving myself permission to be human, but to remind ourselves to give others permission
Yeah.
to be human too.
That's the hard one. It's like, that's the
Well,
hard
you know
one.
what? I think that some people have a hard time with one or the other, or possibly both. I think for me, my whole life is I gave a lot of other people permission to be human, and I was harder on myself.
yeah.
But I am definitely working on it, and enjoying it every step of the way. Focusing on the positive, is obviously makes sense in positive psychology.
Tell us about the whole being. What
yeah,
is
I
that?
was just going to say that.
Oh, okay.
The mind-body connection. And it's really wonderful to be part of a program that recognizes, teaches, and encourages us to comprehend and apply that your physical health impacts your psychological health and vice versa. So as we work towards being happier and finding what works for us, we should also exercise. The benefits of
Physically exercise, yes.
physically exercise, sorry. The benefits of exercise aren't just for the physical, it's also for the psychological. Being happier also impacts your physical well-being. It helps your immune system be better.
There are studies that actually prove
I'm
that.
glad you said that because I did not. And what's so great about positive psychology in this course is that it is all scientific research based.
Ah, okay.
So, and that was very important to me. You know, we can go out into the world and read a lot of material and self-help books. Some of them are great. Some of them over promise and under deliver. But what we're learning in this course is research based. I'll also mention, before I forget, for coaches, what's been an additional perk for me is that for parts of the course, there are ICF CE credits. So I've already accrued, I think, 40 credits.
Oh, just what you need. Great.
I do need them, exactly,
You need that to
as
renew
does
your
everyone,
credential.
as
Absolutely,
everyone else
yeah.
does. And Kripalu and Whole Being Institute offer a lot of programs. I would highly recommend them.
I equated it to, and I don't want to diminish either, there's something
okay.
like Omega. I think a lot of people know Omega also, where you actually go to the site and there's so much being offered there.
Yeah.
But the difference here is that when you finish in March of 2014, you're going to have a certification in
Right.
positive psychology.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be,
That's exciting.
It is very exciting.
Yeah.
So, and you decided to do this before you actually decided, okay, I'm going to make the leap. And
Yes.
yeah.
I was looking for additional tools to help me make the leap. Not the leap to leave one place and just be in business, but to feel fully confident that I was going to do the best for my clients.
Cool.
And that's what I want.
Well, I have to tell you, we have like 30 seconds left.
Oh my.
We're just running around here. So I want to encourage everybody to go check out Ace the Race and
Thank
tell you
you.
that it is a work in progress because, like I've told you and showed you also, that this lady has so much going on. I can't even wait to see what's going to happen when she's devoting full time to this. And I'm going to take the last few seconds to thank you so much. I love having you on, and we're going to have you on again and follow up and see
I
how
appreciate
exciting you've made Ace the Race.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Love being here with you.
Thanks.
Thank you.